name is Olivier Bloch-Lenné, and I'm a musician, composer, producer, and I am the owner and creator of Frette Studios, which is in La Frette in France, and which is a residential studio with a beautiful Neve desk, a lot of instruments, and a lot of rooms, and a lot of food in the kitchen. And a lot of books in the shelves, and a lot of overgrown herb plants in the garden, and a lot of really great visitors. Downstairs is the studio is a control room, a dry room, a less dry room, a stone room. But those rooms here are totally live. There's nothing except the furniture. And the story to begin with is, in fact, is the desk that's downstairs. In 1980, I'm a musician, I'm a guitar player, I go in studios to do sessions. I was working sometimes in the Berkeley studio. A lot of artists were recording there. I met a friend. Hey, what do you do? Good to see you, what are you doing? I'm going to the sale on Berkeley Studio. There was an auction sale. I didn't even know there was an auction sale there. Why don't you come with me? I say, okay. I come into that place. I see all the people, like, crowds with buying microphones and buying things. And I felt like, what I'm doing there, I'm not going to buy anything. So just to make fun, when the concert, the big desk, Neve desk, is proposed, I do that. And I was the first one. And they say, 1, 2, 3, it's yours. Suddenly I realized, what have I done? I mean, it's like, I called my wife. I said, I've done something terrible. I just make, sort of stupid thing. First, I started to sell it in the place. There was some other people. 15 minutes before, I was not even thinking about this, And they said, no, it's an old thing. We don't want it. It was like an old dinosaur or something. Nobody wanted it. I had some help from my father to pay for the desk and from put it in a box, put it in a storage, and the thing was done. What I'm going to do with this desk, One day I was traveling on this area, and I see house for sale. I don't know why. I come in, and I look at this house that was here, and I think, well, that's exactly the kind of place where this desk could be, and that could be an incredible studio. And the people in that place were trying to sell since a couple of weeks, and it was hard to sell, like the desk. My wife said, okay, why don't we sell the apartment and buy the house? It was approximately the same price, Okay, I went back here and I said, okay, let's do it, And that's how it started. I saw an ad in Studio Sound. Studio Sound was a magazine. A new instrument is born. It's called Fairlight. And it was the first sampler, in fact. I remember I saw this ad, and I took first train to London to see this instrument. And it was the first sampler. You could say a word, and you could play the word on the keyboard, and that was amazing for me. There was something, and you could draw waveforms on the screen. I fell in love with this instrument. I met with a guy that created it, and I said, could you do something together? Could you lend it to me? I would demonstrate it or whatever, but I would really like to play with it, and to use it. I built a little studio in the garage of La Frette. I started to make music for what I could. I did music at this time for Yves Saint Laurent, which was a French couturier, for the shows with the Fairlight, because it was great. You could do a lot of things by yourself with this. And he said, well, I have a commercial film to do. why don't you do the music for this film? And then I started to do films after films with this Fairlight. And that's when we started to really build a studio downstairs. For like 5 or 6 years, we made like 600 commercial films. Like almost, at the end, it was almost one a day. It was amazing. And that never happened if I didn't find out this instrument and a place where to be able to produce this music. Suddenly, I realized I could produce albums here. I could invite musicians